Okay, so using URL parameters to filter a collection. What I have is a table with books, and each book has a title, an author, and a genre. And so I want to allow three filters by passing URL parameters. First of all, here's where it's been published. So we can see there's 93 books. So let's try applying a filter, and we'll say author equals Jane Austen. See what we get. So it says 6 and 93, and we see here we've got Jane Austen. Let's try something else. Let's try genre equals crime. Okay, and so this is a crime, thriller and mystery as a genre. Let's try and filter that a bit further, and we'll say an author equals Doyle. And we should only get two because Conan Doyle is here and he's here. So let's try that. Yeah, so that works. Alright, so how is that done? So in the data editor, so here's my name, my author and my genre. So I set up three columns to capture the parameters, one for name, one for author and one for genre. And what we use is the get part of URL column, and we take the URL of the current screen. And then for this one, we take name, which is the parameter name, which is name. For this one, we take author, and for this one, we take genre. And then it's just a series of if then else columns to figure out the filters. So first of all, if I don't pass any parameters, I want to show the full list. So just demonstrate that. If I get rid of that, I want to see the full list of books because it's unfiltered. So that's the purpose of this column here. So if the parameter name is empty, return nothing. If the parameter author is not empty, return nothing. If the parameter genre is not empty, then return nothing else true. So if this returns true, that means that all of these are empty. So there's no parameters being passed, and this gets used later on. Now I have three if then else columns to match each of these to here. And each of them are the same. If the name is empty, return true. So we're not trying to filter by that parameter, so return everything. Otherwise, if the name includes whatever the parameter is, then return true. And that way we can do, by using includes, we can do partial matching. And so all of those three are the same. And then there's this all here, which basically ties these together. So what that does, first of all, if this parameter, if none, this one here, if that's checked, which means there's no filters, we want to return true straight away. So that means there's no filters being applied. And then we just check each of these matching columns to see if it's checked. If it's not checked, then that means it's not matched, so return null. If we get all the way to the bottom, return true. And then there's just some stats here. So do a roll up to get a count of the total number of books, and a roll up to get how many are filtered, which is counting the true values from the final match column. And then I just put that together in a template column for a summary. So yeah, yeah, there'd be lots of different ways that you could do that. Author equals, let's try Dickens. But this demonstrates that it works. So yeah, Charles Dickens. And we could follow that down a bit further. And name equals great. Oops. That should just give us great expectations, I think. Yeah, so there you go. So, yep, totally doable.